What is going on, football fans? Back at it with another New York Giants video as I recap the game between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. Another devastating loss by the Giants as they dropped to 0-2 and now have no realistic chance of making the playoffs. As history shows us, it's an 11% chance. Yes, the 2007 Giants, we all know they started 0-2, won the Super Bowl. Let's be fair here. This team does not have Michael Strahan on their team. They don't have Justin Tucks. They don't have O.C. yours. This team is not, in my opinion, not going to be going on a run. What the rest of this season is about development and about moving forward. I'm going to take some positives from this game, and there were certainly a ton of negatives. Obviously, in terms of the negatives, Eli Manning, I'll start with him. And people in my chat, I knew they were going to pile it on, and I love Eli Manning. I get emotional about Eli Manning. He's my favorite player of all time. It's time to move on pretty soon. Do I think the Giants will move on next week? Probably not. It's a road game against Tampa Bay. If the Giants lose that game, you're going to see Daniel Jones week 4. I'm almost positive of that. And I will be the first one to say, if they lose that game next week, we should see Daniel Jones. Eli Manning, and I'll start with what some people will call excuses. I'll start with what he was going up against. He was going up against last year's number 1 pass defense. He was without all of his wide receivers. Even Latimer went down with a concussion in this game. Okay? So, he didn't have the best of help. They abandoned the run because they had to. I'm not going to put that on Pat Shurmur. They fell behind early in the game because of how poor the defense was. But at the end of the day, when you ask Eli Manning to make 45 passes, I don't care who you're going up against, you're not going to win many football games. At this point in Eli's career, we all know he's a game manager. He's not a guy that's going to go out there and win you games. What you ask Eli Manning to do is not lose your games. You ask Barkley to carry the load, and Barkley did. Barkley had a good game. He had over 100 yards. He was great on that first drive, had that beautiful touchdown run. And Barkley had another great game. He continues to be one of the lone bright spots for this football team. But Eli Manning, when you ask him to make 45 pass attempts against this defense, you're not going to win many games. And people are going to call for Daniel Jones, and at this point, I understand it. I don't expect it. Not week 3. Not on the road. Not against Tampa Bay. If they start 0-3, I will be the first to tell you, I think we should see Eli Manning. And it's not even fully because it's Eli Manning's fault. Part of it is Eli's fault, okay? But you have to take into account all the pieces. You can't always just say quarterback, 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 quarterback. The defense in this game was abysmal. Eli Manning was bad. I'm going to reiterate that. So all you people in the comments don't say, oh, you're an Eli Manning apologist. No, Eli Manning was bad in this game. He made a lot of throws. He had 5 or 6 tip balls. They came up with a great interception in the game, right? The last one, it was a Hail Mary, okay? I'm not going to get on for that. He's trying to make a play. It was overthrown. But he's throwing a ball up, trying to score quick to get the Giants back in the game. But overall, 26 of 45, 250 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Not a good game by Eli Manning. It just wasn't. A bad game against a great defense. Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen played great. He made a number of plays with his legs. First half, Giants defense sucked. Awful. 3rd and 10 conversion to Cole Beasley. 3rd and long. Every time they were near the goal line at the 15-yard line, they're running end arounds for scores. In the corner of the end zone. It was the same play 3 times in the game when they were in the same spot. And every time the guy ran free right to the end zone. Then, of course, at the end of the game, you hold him to a field goal with about 7 minutes to go. It would have been a 10-point game. And then we get called for roughing the kicker. Now, I didn't get to see the replay. A lot of people in my chat said that it was a nonsense call. I don't know. I didn't get to see the replay, to be completely honest with you. But that crippled us as well. We had a lot of momentum. The defense was playing great there in that second half. We were coming up with stop after stop after stop. We had 3 straight 3 and out. So if there is a positive from this game, outside of Saquon Barkley, outside of the offensive line playing fairly well against a very good defense, on the defensive side, that defense played a hell of a lot better in that second half. Even on that drive where we gave up the touchdown, they made plays. They just couldn't come up with them. They tipped 2 balls. They almost came up with interceptions. They held them to a field goal before the special teams made a poor play. TJ Jones made a beautiful catch in the end zone from a positive standpoint. He also had a great return. Where he got it all the way down to, I think, the 25 or 30 before Rose just missed a kick. Rose just missed his only his second kick in the last 2 years, of course, in this game. But at the end of the day, the Giants got outplayed by a better football team. The Buffalo Bills go to 2-0. They're a better team, guys. I hate to say that, but that's the truth. They're a much better football team. They have a great established defense. They have a young quarterback who made some plays on that last drive where they needed the touchdown. B.J. Hill was there. Josh Allen made a great play to make a move with his legs, get around the sack, and get the ball to his wide receiver. Allen played well in this game. What was he? 19 of 30 for 1 touchdown and 253 yards. Allen had a strong game. Frank Gore, not the best of yards per carry, but 19 for 68. They were able to run the ball. They ran the ball. I mean, when you look at the rush totals, they had they had over 30 carries. They had over 30 carries. And when a team has over 30 carries, most of the time they're going to win the game. And I'm not looking at the time possession stats right now, but they dominated us in the time possession. I don't know it off the top of my head, but they killed us in the time of possession. And one thing I'm going to give the team credit for, on the defensive side, they made some adjustments in the second half, and the defense did play much, much better, which hopefully is a sign of things to come. DeAndre Baker got cooked time and time again. I love DeAndre Baker, but he's not ready right now. He's just not ready. They got to find this guy some help. He's not ready. They got some pressure on the quarterback. They came up with some sacks. They came up with some pressures in the second half. That's a positive to take from this game. On the offensive side, like I said, Daniel Jones is going to be the quarterback for this team at some point this year. It's just a matter of when, not if. I'm not going to be one of these guys that throws my quarterback under the bus. Eli Manning means too much to me. He means too much to this Giants organization. And it's not Eli Manning's fault that the team decided to bring him back. They did, okay? And you know what, as Giants fans, I'm not even going to say the word patient because it's going to aggravate you guys. You got to live with it. You got to live with it. It's what Pat Shurmur's deciding to do. And Pat Shurmur's not going to be fired. He's not going to be fired midseason. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to talk about it in the call-in show. You have a rookie quarterback. A rookie quarterback who just learned a new playbook. You know how you screw up a rookie quarterback? By firing his head coach in his rookie season. Look at Alex Smith. That guy had, 5 head coaches in his first 6 or 7 years? He did nothing until he got some stability with Jim Harbaugh. When a rookie quarterback comes in, it's like reading Chinese, right? He's learning the NFL game. He's learning the playbook. If you fire Pat Shurmur after this year, you're going to bring in a new coach. He's going to have to learn Chinese all over again. You need some stability when you have a rookie quarterback. Shurmur's going to be the head coach next year. Mark my words. Betcher, I can't say, I don't know. We got to see if this defense progresses throughout the year. The one thing I'm going to say, the defense played much better in the second half. The Giants got outplayed. The Giants got beat, and the Bills did what they do. They forced the Giants to pass the football. They got ahead in the game, and this is a team that you do not want to fall behind because they had the best pass defense in football last year, and we have an aging quarterback. He made a couple check down throws that definitely make me upset. Don't like seeing that. And again, Eli played bad in this game. Am I going to blame the game fully on Eli like some people do? No. He's going up against one of the best defenses in football. He was without his 3 best receivers, right? We knew for them to win this game, Barkley was going to need 25 carries. He had 18. To the Giants' credit, they didn't fully abandon the run when they could have. They were down by 14, 21 points, and they kept at it. They did give Barkley his carries, so at least they stuck with it there. They had 20 carries as a team, still not enough. They made 45 pass attempts, 20 carries. But I think a lot of that was dictated on the pace of play, the fact that the Giants fell behind. Guys, we got Tampa up next week, and all I can say is I hope the team gets better. I hope they improve. I hope that we could go to Tampa, play tough, and find a way to win that football game. It will not be easy. Tampa Bay is a great football team. They're a great football, not a good football team. They played great last week in Carolina. They have a new head coach over there, Bruce Arians, who's a great offensive mind. They brought in, obviously, the Jets coach from last year, who's a great defensive mind. And it's not going to be easy to beat that team on the road. It just won't. They have 4 extra days to prepare. And like I said, I think Eli Manning will be the starter next week. I don't think he's going to be the starter after that. I really don't. I think if they lose next week, I think you see Daniel Jones week 4, home against the Washington Redskins. And at that point, I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him because it's time to move on. And it's time to see what the future has. But I'm not going to say that until we lose that game next week. Let's see if we win. Let's see if we win. But a tough Sunday again, guys, for Giants fans. And it's been a tough last 2-3 years now. And this is what rebuilding looks like. And it's a sad day to be a Giants fan. You see all the hatred, between the two fans. Eli this, everybody. Half the fan base says, let's blame Eli for everything. Half the fan base says, it's not all Eli's fault. And that's what this fan base has become right now. And we're going to come to harmony soon when Daniel Jones becomes the quarterback. It's just sad to see Eli Manning's career go out like this. Just sad. But it is what it is. We're going to have to move on. We're going to have to try to find a way to win against Tampa next week. As always, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe. Drop a comment. Maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.